Good afternoon, SBC. This is Sister Darlene Gordon with a very basic tutorial on using Zoom video conferencing for accessing the Wednesday night Bible study worship service and the Sunday school adult and teen classes. I will make sure I make this PowerPoint available to the PR ministry and to Pastor Edmund so that he can share it out with everyone. This video tutorial will have two parts. Part one will be some basic functions of Zoom and signing on to Zoom to access the video conference meetings that you desire to access. And then part two are just some basic do's and don'ts of video conferencing etiquette. I have some contact information here for you. If you have any questions on video conferencing with Zoom, feel free to email me at gordon0820@gmail.com. If you would like to get on the distribution list to join the Wednesday evening Bible study via Zoom at 7 p.m., please contact Reverend Hodges at rrhodges@comcast.net. If you would like to get on the distribution list to join the adult Sunday school class on Sunday mornings that happens before the live feed for the worship service at 9 a.m., please contact Reverend Beatty at revbeatty@yahoo.com. And then if you would like to have your teen sign up for the Sunday school class that Deacon Gordon does on Sunday mornings, that class runs concurrent in time with the adult class. So if you're an adult, you would go to the adult class and contact Reverend Beatty. And if you have a teen that would like to get in on the Sunday school class, have them contact Deacon Gordon at agordon@yahoo.com. All right, let's get started. I have created a fictitious meeting, and I just show this to you so that you can see exactly what one of these invites looks like. Whoever is the host of the meeting would send you an email to your email account, and it would say, for example, Wednesday night Bible study, SBC Elgin, and would give you the date and the time. And then there's two pieces of information here that you should probably have written down or accessible when you go to log into Zoom. The first one would be the meeting ID, which is this 10-digit number here that is set up by the host to identify the meeting that you're going to be dialing into. And then the second piece of information that you should have ahead of time written down is the password. You may have heard in the media that there's been Zoom bombing going on with teachers who are trying to teach online and churches who are trying to conduct services and Bible studies online. People are hacking into the Zoom system. So the Zoom company has asked people to make sure that they attach a password to their invites to prevent that happening as much as possible. So those two pieces of information you would need in order to be able to log in website to participate in the Zoom video conference. So now here is the website for Zoom, and if you're on a laptop, you would simply just open up a browser and just go in your URL box up here to zoom.us, and it will take you to the front page of Zoom. You don't need to sign in unless you already have an account. All you really need is that join a meeting number that I just showed you. So if we go back and look, 751-530-0432, that is the number that you would plug in here. 751-530, excuse me, and 0432. And then you would just simply hit the join button. At that point, it's going to ask you, I'm on a MacBook, which is an Apple device. Do I want to open up this website? Yes, I do. And then it's going to ask you for that password. So as you can see here, the password is 312040. And then you hit join. This is going to take you now into the video conference. So I should probably come out of my robe that I have on, and so people can see that this is what I would be looking like dialing into the video conference. Um, this is not my actual home. This is a virtual background. This would be another video to tell you how to do that if you're interested in doing it. But it's going to ask you two things when you go to join the video conference. Join with video, yes. And so then it's going to take you into the meeting. And then you also want to say, yes, I want to join with computer audio. So that's going to let you to be able to see the video as well as hear what's being said and contribute comments. A couple of other things to note. If you're on a PC, in the lower left hand corner, I have my Zoom account set up so that when I join any video conference, it automatically mutes me. You can turn that on or off by clicking this little switch right here. So now I'm unmuted and now I'm muted. And then I can also stop my video, and it'll give you a little prompt here to let you know that you're muted, so in case you want to say something. And I'll show you in a minute how to raise your hand electronically so that the meeting host knows that you want to comment, or how you can also just click this and unmute yourself. If you want to stop your video for any reason, you need to step away from the computer, you would just hit stop video. And if you don't already have a profile picture or some other image set up there to come up when you stop your video, it'll simply just give a blank screen with your name on it. Okay, so those are two very important options, which we also will cover here in just a few minutes in do's and don'ts. A couple more things just to make you aware of. If you want to see who else is in the meeting, everyone who is signed into the meeting will appear here in the participants box. Here is a function that you can raise your hand. See how the little blue hand just came up right here? You can raise your hand, and then the meeting host will see that you would like to make a comment, and he or she will call on you. And then you would then go down and unmute your microphone and give your comment, and then mute your microphone again so that you can go back and be muted. You can also lower your hand after you've been able to make your contribution in terms of comments. The other thing to make you aware of, there's a chat function that is attached here to Zoom, and I'm at this menu at the bottom here where it says participants, chat, share screen, record, and reactions. You can send a group chat. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I could send that to everyone, or I could send it to someone in particular. It's not showing anybody else because I'm the only one that's on this chat right now, or in this video call. But if there were other people, you could change this from everyone to one person in particular. But if you want everyone to see, your comment on a specific Bible scripture, or commenting on another participant's comments, you can type that in the chat box and send it, and everyone will see that if it says to everyone. Okay, you can close that window. And then the last thing I'll show you is if someone, says something that you appreciate, you can do a hand clap or you can do a thumbs up. That's right here under reactions. All right, so you can exit full screen. And then when it's time to do that, I did that kind of fast. Let me go back and show you again. Up here, upper right hand corner, exit full screen. And then when it's time to leave the meeting, you simply go down here lower right hand corner and say leave meeting. And it's going to ask you, do you really want to leave this meeting? And you would say yes. So here we are again now back at our PowerPoint. I have a couple of do's and don'ts that I'd like to just share with you. So do's. As I said earlier, try to have your meeting ID and your password handy and written down when you go to dial into the video conference. That way you don't have to try to bounce back and forth between your email and the Zoom app or the Zoom website in order to put that meeting ID and that password into the fields that are requesting them. Always try and log into your video conference early. I believe most of the people who are hosting either Wednesday night Bible study or the Sunday school classes will be on and up and running at least 10 minutes before the scheduled start time of that particular video conference. So you all have heard the early bird gets the worm. Try to log in early. That way you don't miss any information, you don't miss any of the content that you're trying to get in to participate in. Early bird is always better than coming late. Um, Always mute your microphone when you are not speaking. We say this because if there's other things happening in your house, if your children are playing or the TV is playing or the dog is barking, everybody on the video conference is able to hear that unless your microphone has been muted. So that's really kind of important because it does become very distracting when you have 60 people like there were, for example, last night on Reverend Hodges' Bible study. And there's a lot of background noise, there's people talking, the doorbell's ringing, and the participants are trying to pay attention to the content and to the Bible study and to the comments. So, as a courteous participant in a video conference, event or meeting, always mute your microphone. And if you create an account, you can set it up so that it will automatically, when you log on, it will mute it automatically for you. And if you want to know how to do that, you can just email me, or you can check out another video that I'm going to do later with some more advanced functions of the Zoom video conferencing tool. And then just be a courteous video conferencing participant by using that little electronic raise your hand feature that I showed you within the Zoom website. Is proper etiquette. The meeting host will see that you would like to make a comment, and then you can say your comment and then lower your hand and mute your microphone again so that you're not a distraction from the main lesson being presented in the Bible study or in the Sunday school class. Don't try and go somewhere quiet to participate. And again, this is I feel like I keep saying this a few times now, but it's really important for other people who are dialing in and participating in the video conference that you can use that mute mic. It's really, really important that you do that. Try to use the raise hand feature to comment instead of just unmuting your microphone and just trying to jump in when there's a pause. I know people have been doing that, and not that that is unacceptable if you're not comfortable using that raise hand feature, but it's always good to, from a teacher's perspective, I am a teacher, that is my profession. I always tell my students, don't blurt out in class, please raise your hand and I will call on you, and then you and the rest of your classmates and everyone, we can pay attention to what you're saying, and that's how you do it in a professional setting. Try to be as concise as you can in your comments. You know, when you're speaking, when you're commenting on the content for Bible study or for the Sunday school class, try to be concise, try to have comments that are well thought out and prepared, and obviously speak from your heart, but also understand that there's other people on the video conference who might want to speak or who are dialing in to really get the content from the Sunday school teacher or from Reverend Hodges for Bible study. And then for that chat function, don't use chat to communicate comments that you would not want to articulate openly. And this kind of comes from me and my teaching experience, and when I use chat clients with my students, just to try to encourage them to be professional, to be courteous, to be kind in their comments about content or in their comments about what other students in class have said. And so I think that is very applicable here in this particular instance and environment, as we are talking about, trying to be Christian-like and understanding and patient with our other co-participants on our video conference, Bible study, and Sunday school participatory meetings. Okay, so that would be it. I want to say thank you for listening to this video. Please continue to be vigilant about social distancing and staying inside your home. Be safe, be well. Thank you for your attention this afternoon. And then if you have any or a need for any further information, please feel free to contact Reverend Hodges. at rrhodges, rrhodges at comcast.net. Thank you and have a great afternoon. Bye bye.